Hi, Star Family. I hope you guys are doing well. If you're new here, my name is Petra, and welcome to Rockin' with the Stars. We are so happy to have you join the Star Family because we are what? Blessed and highly favored over here. And if you believe that as well, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And also share to all the people you know are blessed and highly favored. All right, now let's get right into it with Star Shit of the Day. Hello, you guys. It's been a while. It's been a minute. I think it's been like what, a week? I don't know. Honestly, at this point, like, doesn't even matter how long it's been. I'm just happy to be here to share with you guys, to check in with you guys to see how y'all are doing during this second week of 2023. Well, yeah, I think it's like past the second week of 2023, So, how has 2023 been for you guys? I know for me, it's definitely been very reflective, very eye opening, very magical, very mystical, and I'm here for it all. I've been getting to know like the personal year I'm on and learning more about that, and also what that entails and what that is going to look like for this year. And I hope you guys have been doing the same. I hope you guys have been learning, what your personal year number is. If you don't know, I've already told y'all how to calculate that. You literally just see what your birthday will be for this year, and you add up all the numbers. So say for example, like my birthday, August 3rd, 2023, I add the 8 to 3, which is 11, plus that 7, which is going to be the 18. Then you simplify that. 1 plus 8 is a 9. So my personal year number is a 9 this year. And that being said, that is all about like, tying up those loose ends, that's the ending of a pinnacle. So like basically in a sense, I'm graduating, this pinnacle. What a pinnacle is basically every 9 years. You have certain lessons, you have certain cycles and stuff like that you learn and grow from. And the last cycle is the 9 years. So I'm at the last cycle. So essentially this year I will be graduating and going on to the next one, which starts back at 1 again. So this year I'm just kind of been, even in the start of this year, I know 2023 just started, but this year I've just been, taking in a lot of the information, taking calculative actions, taking inspiring actions, and not just doing everything, doing. Because this whole cycle, this whole pinnacle of these past 8 years, that's what I've been doing. And at this last cycle, it's just like, okay, I've learned everything that I need to know about, these previous lessons and stuff like that. And now it's time for me to like, okay, look at the patterns and actually understand what I've actually learned. So when things come up this last year, past people, past things, whatever the case may be, because when it's that last year, people start showing up and showing out. So I'm going to be able to understand like, okay, yeah, I know I don't want this. Okay, I've realized why I didn't want this. I realized why I asked the divine I wanted this, and the divine didn't come through with it because it's not actually what I did want. It's something that, my ego wanted, or I was lusting after, whatever the case may be. So for you guys, it's best for you to figure out what your personal year number is, and it'll give you an outline of like what the focus will be for this year. It won't tell you everything. It will just give you a blueprint, and you'll be able to like navigate through that blueprint and see what in actuality will occur this year for you, and what will be the focus. And I like that because I like having a guide. That's why I like astrology. That's why I like tarot. That's why I like all these different things, because people can just like focus on the Bible and stuff, but it's just like God created the stars. God created all these other things, in order for us to have more than one guideline, in order for us to have more than one view of things. Because people perceive things differently. Not everybody can learn things one way, So I appreciate that, you know, because this is the way I learn. I love taking things and seeing how things act and react spiritually in life. And that's why, like, I use my life as like a trial and error. And, like, you know, because you'll learn from it regardless. Regardless of if you fall down the rabbit hole and it takes you somewhere you did not want to be, you got that experience so you can know, like, hey, this is not where you want. You know, you've been through this. This is not what you like. So I say this to say 2023 has been very reflective. I've been learning new things, you know, I've been gaining more, you know, insight, gaining more abilities, heightened psychic abilities, you know. So that's why I've kind of been like more withdrawn and not be so quick to like share all the knowledge that I learned, because I did have to learn, like, you know, I'm very, you know, I'm quick to share a lot of the knowledge that I learned so quickly, and it's time for me to like be reclusive and like figure out what knowledge is granted by the divine, by my higher self, for me to share. Because sometimes these things that I do share are for my own personal journey. So it's something that I have to learn myself. So me sharing the things from my personal journey, sometimes it's not going to help you guys. Well, most of the times I should say, it's not going to help you guys because y'all are on your own personal journey. So I have to navigate like what is, you know, knowledge that can be shared for the collective, and not just pinpointing my personal journey to the collective, you know, because your journey looks different from my journey. And that's something for you to navigate and for you to see what your journey entails, you know? And especially, I know I learn things really, really fast, and the things that I'm interested in, I'm able to grasp on, you know, quickly. And not everybody can do that, you know, because they have other interests, you know, they have other methods of learning and growing, you know. So that's kind of like what I've been navigating. So that's kind of why I've been out the mix and not been posting on here. I have been posting, like, you know, my shorts, you know, on TikTok as well, about the spirit animals and stuff like that. And I love doing that. So there's definitely going to be more of that. But I know for these longer, you know, intimate videos, I have to like actually navigate, like, okay, what is something that I should be sharing? Shouldn't just tell everybody my whole life, you know, because that is like inviting, you know, everybody into your energy, and that's not okay. You know, you should want to navigate like who is allowed to have access to your being. You know, you should be very intentional about everybody that has access to you. And that's kind of what I've been navigating. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want everybody to have access to me. I don't want everybody to have access to my energy, because not everybody will have the positive, the reassuring energy to come back, you know, that's going to be directed towards me. Some people will have other type of energy. Some people will have negative energy that I do not want. So yeah, so I've been reading, I've been learning more and learning about my path and learning about my past, and I'm here for it. I hope to say that you guys have been doing the same, because this whole reason we came here, you know, was most of the reason is to know thyself. And when you know thyself, you'll be able to navigate with other people that know thyself. So yeah, so we can all live cohesively as a whole collective, you know? So yeah, so that's kind of where I've been, and I'm here for it. I'm here for the growth. I'm here for the elevation. I'm here for the evolution. It's exciting. And yeah, y'all let me know down in the comments. Y'all let me know, how has it been? You know, I be posting here and there, and I be hearing some of y'all saying y'all are still trying to stay strong. And listen, like, please stay strong. Like, I'm telling you, the hardest battles are right when you about to finish, like, hit that finish line. So do not give up, okay? Now, let's get into these spirit animal cards. Let's see what the energy for the whole collective is at this moment, and what, you know, the spirit animal wants to tell us. Like, what message the spirit animals wants to tell us right now. So let's see. And, you know, I like having this whole open space, you know, because yeah, it was getting a little too crowded. So, you know, things will be changing here and there. And so I'm glad you guys will be able to see the journey and see where it all heads. I All right, Spirit. So what does my listeners and viewers need to hear? Oh, hold on. Wait, that came out, but I wasn't done shuffling. So let's see if it'll come back out again. Oh, and that Eagle card came out too. I'm feeling like I want to take that though. Hold on. I think I want to get one more card. Let's see. Wow. Period. So these are the two things that I was just talking about, you guys. So let's get into these. Okay? So the eagle, let's start. So the eagle says, you are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. Don't we just love that? Like, I love mastery. I was just talking about mastery of self. You know, like we are mastering ourselves, you know, and that's what we came here to do, y'all. Like, forget everything else. Forget all the noise that's happening outside of ourselves. We came here to master ourselves. And when we go within and we figure out, okay, what is it that triggers me? Why does that trigger me? Why does this person coming along my path trigger me so much? And, you know, just certain questions that come up through having experiences with other people. Then you'll figure out, okay, why this happens. There's inner trauma that you have to navigate through and feel and release, you know, through. So mastery of self is know thyself, you know what works for you, know why, you know, things trigger you and why things make you feel a certain way, because there's always a hidden meaning behind those things. So yeah, the fact that mastery came out, and that's what exactly I was talking about, of getting all this knowledge and getting all this information that's literally for my own journey alone, and that I have to navigate through. Not everybody, not anyone outside of myself can help me navigate through. I have to do this shit alone. That I love that this came out, because it's literally confirmation in itself, saying like, even me being a platform that you guys look towards, you know, for guidance and for advice and stuff like that, I'm only like a little outlet, you know, I'm only a little outlet that y'all can use, but y'all know all the answers. Like what I'm telling you, you know already within. I'm just think of it, I'm like a nudge from the universe, giving you that nudge, reminding you of your power, you know, reminding you of how you know yourself better than anyone else, you know? So a lot of times we consume all these information. We consume, you know, tarot. We consume all these things looking for guidance. And 10 times out of 10, we know exactly what we want to hear, because we know exactly what we need to do. So yeah, it's time for us, especially it being a spiritual year for us all, like for the whole collective. That just means that we have to look within. We shouldn't be running outwardly outside of ourselves to other people, getting their advice. You know, it's nice and all, but it's like most of the time their advice doesn't really fix the problem, because it's like we know exactly what we need to do. We just like hearing it over and over again, just like us asking the divine for confirmation of those angel numbers, of all of these synchronicities. We know what we need to do. We just like seeing and hearing those confirmations outside of ourselves. So yeah, but let's get into this. So pronghorn, this has definitely been one of my spirit animal messages that came out for the collective recently. And it says, action. Now is the time to act. Opportunities are here. Move forward with confidence. Your talents will always help you land on the pinnacle. Your quick wit and keen senses will lead you to success. And that's that, my friends. That is the truth. Like, I'm telling y'all, taking these like inspired actions, like I just said, y'all. I just said this. Taking inspired actions, moving with confidence and not doubt and not fear, that will lead you to success. Like that will lead you to your success and more. Like, that will lead you to your desired outcome. Everything that you like that you want, to happen, to entail, that will lead you there. Like, cut out all the noise. And especially during this season, like I literally said, like I'm in a season of like purging all the things that no longer serve me. And that's pretty much what all of this is going to be about. Like, you're purging that old mindset, those old views, those old habits, those habits that did not work for you in the past. We're purging all of those things, and we're making room for our blessings, for the things that we actually do want to stay. And when things come in, some things have to go. So we do have to purge, and we have to be open to receiving our blessings. But right now, in this season, we do have to master ourselves. We have to know thyself. So we won't be fooled by these new things coming in, and we won't be confused by, oh, is this person out to get me? Or is this, we won't be confused by this because we know ourselves. We know what will trigger us. So when that thing comes in, because the divine will test you, there's always going to be a test. When that thing comes in for your test, you'll be able to know, like, okay, I know why this person was a distraction in the past. I know why this person triggered me in the past. And it's up to me to learn from that. So it's literally a test of either progression or regression. You choose. Do you want to go back to your old habits? You want to go back to the old things, that you felt trapped into, or you actually want to progress. You see the things that you fell trapped to. You see all these things, and you choose a different outcome. You choose a different way to navigate through that thing that made you fall into the trap, So it's about taking those actions, because you do have to take an action. Regardless of you choose the progression route or the regression route, you choose an action. You choose that. So during these next few days, this whole year, I should say, that is the theme, is literally progression or regression. Whatever, personal year you're on, regardless, you'll be able to see, the patterns from the previous pentacles. You'll be able to see and learn, like, okay, this was my weakness. It's up to me to fall into that, or it's up to me to like overcome that weakness and actually, fight yourself. Because essentially you are fighting yourself. You're fighting yourself. You're fighting your ego self. You're fighting your victim self. You're fighting yourself to choose to become a better person. Choose to become a more evolved person. Now, let's see what else Spirit has to tell us right now. What does the collective needs to hear right now? Okay. All right. So, Spirit, what does my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? Please and thank you. All right, Spirit, what does my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? I'm going to get one more card. Get that one. Yeah, I just wanted to get 2 cards, so... All right, so the first card that came out is number 26, which simplifies to number 8. And it says, everything is as you've created. All you create offers you lessons in life. Literally, everything that I just said. And that is so true. That is so true, because you are the author of your own story, You are the author. No one else outside of you can create your own reality. all of these, and the phrase that's coming up that I had to even put in my notes, it was just like, your projections are your reflections, like projections are reflections. You are the one. Whatever you project out is literally what's within, because they reflect you. So if you create a society, you create a reality where, you are the victim. Everybody is out to get you, this is literally a hell that you've created yourself, then that's what life will be. Life will be that as you see it. But if you create a reality where life is love, like, everybody that comes along my path, it's it's a form of love, because I'm love, So I'm seeing the love that's within them, within me as well. So it's like you choose how you would like your reality to look like. You are the author, you are the creator. So it's up to you to create a great life for you to live in, not a life where you're always in trials and tribulations and you're always in struggle and you're always the victim and somebody is always taking from you. You create that reality. As hard as it is to hear it, you created that reality where everyone takes from you, everyone, you know, does you wrong, everyone is treating you unfairly. You create that reality because that is your perception of the world. Okay, and then the next card that came out, it says, follow the path of another. Your path is being redirected to where it should be. And that is why I say, y'all, like, when it comes to like these retrogrades, I know today is actually the ending of Mercury retrograde, I believe. Or one of I know it was either Mars or Mars or Mercury. I don't even know. But the whole point of these retrogrades and stuff like that, and even like the eclipses that we had last year, are to redirect us to where we actually want to be. During this spiritual 7 year, we will be redirected a few times in order for us to figure out what it is I actually like, what it is I actually want, what it is I actually want to see in my reality. We've been so conditioned, from outward sources, from family, from friends, from teachers, from coworkers, everyone that's around us. We've been so conditioned to see like this is how life should be. You should go to school, then, go to more school, and then you'll become a doctor, you'll become a nurse, you'll become whatever the case may be, and just that'll be it. That's your life. And then you'll be able to, like, once you're stable, then you'll have a family, and yada yada yada, and then you'll still work there until you retire, and then you can travel, and then you can do that, and it's just like it's always been conditioned that way. So if that is not a path that is created for you, you will be called to be redirected to another path. And that's why I'm saying I've been redirected plenty of times along this journey of mine, okay? I'm at the end of the journey and I'm able to see how many times I've been redirected. And yes, I called it distractions, but in a sense, it's like I have to go through that path. I have to go through that path in order for me to know, like, this is not the path that I actually want to head on. I just want to see. I just wanted to test the waters, because I'm an advocate for I'm not going to know unless I try, period. But some people don't have that, Some people don't have that saying for themselves, for their life. They're just like, this person went through that, so because this person had a bad experience, I'm not going to head down that path. But it's just like, you are different from this person. If you know you are different from this person, you could have had a different experience, You won't know unless you try. So that's why I go with my life like I don't have any regrets, because anything that I wanted to try, I've done. And yes, on the outside, it can look like I'm taking risks and stuff like that. Like, I'm just like, fuck it, I don't care. Doesn't matter. But yeah, I am taking a risk, but it's not being reckless. It's me wanting to know for myself. Me having my own perception, my own view of things by by the experiences that happen for me. You know, so if you are being called, you know, to follow a different path, don't fight it, you know, because usually when a divine steps in, it's divine intervention, and it can bring that tower moment. It can bring it completely falling down, you know? And it's up to you to not fight against the divine, and just surrender to the divine, and allow the divine to move you to the path that actually suits you. Because that is literally what the divine wants to do. The divine is not stepping in to bring havoc on your life. No, the divine is stepping in so it can point you to the direction where you will actually have fulfillment. You will actually have your passion ignited, whether that's to somebody else, like regarding like a relationship, whether that's regarding career, whatever the case may be. The divine is going to realign you to the path that you are destined to be on, that it is destined for greatness for you. So be open, be receptive, and surrender to the divine. And I'm just seeing this 2 and 1, 21, it simplifies to a number 3. We already talked about the 3. Oh, and now that I just seen 8 and 3. Wow, that's wild. Remember I said 26 simplifies to an 8. And then the 21 simplifies to a 3. And I said my birthday is August 3rd. That's 8-3. And that, in a sense, is 11, which in return is a master number. Y'all, and that's why I say, like, I do this for y'all, but I also do this for me. Because a lot of these things, these messages that come out are for me as well. So, like, I'm reflecting as I'm going through this, because I'm going within and I'm thinking about my past while I'm doing these for you. So it's just wild, like how the divine like shows me how, yes, I am pouring into y'all, but I'm also pouring into myself. And that's why it's a balance. So this is completely wild. You know, like 3 is all about the creative. That's creativity. That's self-expression, you know, and saying that you're following another path of your own self-expression, what it is that brings your self-expression out, that makes that passion be ignited. What is that? You will know. So yeah. So like I said, have faith, trust in the universe, trust in the divine. You will literally end up at your desired outcome. Allow the tower to fall. Allow these pieces, allow these people, places, and things that no longer resonate with you anymore to fall off, because it's okay. Like, as I'm in this year 9, you know, I'm just like, I understand it's going to be bittersweet. You know, people are going to come and go. People are going to leave. Some people will stay, but most people will leave. That's okay, because they're going to follow their own path. They're going to follow the path that actually ignites passion within themselves. And it might not align with mine, and that's okay. That's life. So let's get into these cards. Let's see what else Spirit has to let us know. All right, Spirit, what do my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? It's too many. What do my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? Please and thank you. These cards so stuck together. They're so new. That's what it is. All right, Spirit. What do my listeners and viewers need to hear? All right, so 3 cards came out. Let's see. So, let's see. So, it came out starting with No need to do. It says, I am exactly where I need to be, exactly when I need to be. There's nothing more I need to do. I mean, yes, there will always be laundry and taxes, but in terms of my life's path, I don't need to do anything because I am already here. I take a deep breath, relax, and trust, and then do laundry. Literally. And that's literally how I feel, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I haven't been doing, and I'm saying like doing as in I haven't been doing these readings or anything like that. And I haven't been feeling guilty about that either. I haven't been feeling like I've been needing to do, like I've literally been relaxing. I've been, obviously internalizing the things, the messages and stuff like that, the information that does come up. But I haven't felt the need to like do and push myself to do all these things. Like I've literally been relaxing. Like it says, like you are already here. Like you do not have to be worrying about anything. You do not have to be worrying about, oh, I see everybody, is doing all these different things, yada yada yada. And it's just like, listen, you are on your own path. If spirit is calling you to just relax and stay present, stay in the now, like forget about what everybody else is doing. Forget about how productivity looks like in somebody else's path, It doesn't matter. You are on your own path. You are already here. And that's how I feel in this year 9. Like throughout this whole pinnacle, like through these past years, I've been doing, going so many different places. And just think of it like you're at the end of the line and you're just like taking in all that you've known, all that you've learned, and, preparing basically. I'm preparing for my year 1, which is going to be next year. I'm preparing for, the next phase of my life, because the next cycle is going to be a next cycle because I'm coming to the end of this cycle and I know all the answers, I know all the answers because I have the fucking study guide, and I have all the answers to the test. Essentially thinking that, like, I'm like, okay, like, I've done this and that led me here. I did this and it led me here. So now I'm already here. Like, I'm already at the finish line. It's just waiting on spirit. Not even essentially waiting. It's just kind of like allowing spirit to tell me, okay, boom, it's time for you to take an inspired action. Because now you are a teacher in a sense. You are a teacher of your life, of your path. You're able to help and able to be of service to people that aren't able to see the signs on their path. And that's kind of like where it said, like, if you look at the 9, they said you'll be called to like be in service and, and help others and stuff like that. And I'm already working at a daycare. So that in itself is very, factual. I'm definitely being of service and I'm able to like offer advice because I've done so much in these past 8 years, And now that it is a 9 year, I'm just like, okay, like I can relax. There's no like goal that I'm just aiming for right now. Like, yes, I have goals. Yes, yes, I do want certain things to be in my desired outcome, but I'm not stressed and depressed about it. I know that it will happen. And the next one that came out, it literally says, in divine timing. Divine timing. This is when those things will come out. And this is what I know. So while I'm chilling and I'm relaxing and I'm not really like, saying like, oh, I need to be doing this, that, and the third. Like, I know in divine timing, my blessings will come. I don't know why it's not focusing. Let me see real quick. 1 second. All right. So it says, everything is timing and timing is everything. Gladly, I release my concern over timing and letting things happen when and as they will. I trust that the divine schedule makers know what they're doing. It can take a long time to reach divine middle management. And exactly like I said, like, And it did take a long time. It took 8 years, in fact. It took about like 8 years, I should say. It took me 8 years in order for me to figure out, like, okay, let me surrender and allow the divine to take over. Like, the divine can do all the scheduling and all these little things. They can do all of that. Like, I'm perfectly okay. I'm perfectly okay sitting back and relaxing, because that's what I love to do. Okay. I love to sit back and relax, and know that the divine will come in exactly when it needs to come in and intervene and put me along my path. Like, I have faith, I have trust that I am okay and I will be okay. And in divine timing, I will know exactly what it is I need to know. Because, like I say, God is never late or early. God is always on time. And if you know that yourself, you will not be stressed. You will not be panicking. You will not be stressed over goals and stuff like that. All these certain things that you place on yourself, like, oh, I need to be completing this in this time span. I need to complete this and this. No. You will not be so stressed about that. You will know that the divine will put you exactly where you need to be, at the right time, at the right place, in divine time. And you'll look back like, oh wow, like, it was literally divine timing. All I have to do is just sit back, relax, and the divine will take care of all of these things. And that's how I felt. Like, I'm like, yeah, like, the way my life is, like, has been, like, the pieces, like, y'all don't understand, like, the pieces that have been placed. It's just like, it's literally the divine. It is absolutely the divine. And I just sit back and I just be so grateful. Like, I'm glad to have something like the divine, which is my higher self, universe, God, whatever, to already think of all the pieces and move all the pieces, and I don't have to do nothing. Like, obviously I'll take inspired actions when I need to, like I said, like, I will of course do laundry, I will do the things that I need to do. But as far as, like, thinking long term and all these different things, like, the way life is filled with twists and turns, divine intervention. You'll have moments of, following a different path. It happens, that's life. It's up to you to, like, trust in the universe, trust in God, trust in the divine, that you will still end up at your final outcome. You will still end up at the finish line. And that's how my faith is, Like, money can't buy faith. Money can't buy trust. And that's what I have, I've gotten to this pinnacle, this year 9, and I'm just like, my faith, my trust is unbreakable. Like, I don't care what happens in this 3D. I don't care how many towers I have. I'm still going to have faith in the divine that I will make it out okay. And if you have faith like that, nobody can come to you on some rah-rah trying to, disrupt your path or anything, or distract you or anything like that, And then the last card that came out, it says wonder. It's a wonderful thing to be in a state of wonder. And when I'm a good audience to my life becomes better and better theater. When something delightful happens, I can shout encore and be tickled when it happens again. When something maddening happens, I can laugh it off. Either way, I'm glad I got a ticket to the show. I'm glad that this card came out because I literally just said how, we talk about all these experiences that happen and stuff like that, and we showcase it at, oh, like, this was a bad experience, this is a good experience, whatever the case may be, And it's just like, it's not a good or bad experience. It's just an experience that brought you a blessing, and an experience that just brought you a lesson. Regardless, you should still be happy that you got an experience. We came here on earth to have an experience, That's all we can ask for. it's up to us because we are the creator of our own reality to create an experience where it will be constant blessings. And obviously it's not going to always be constant blessings because you have to learn some lessons, but it doesn't have to be lessons that you have to learn through you always suffering, you always going through trials and tribulations. No, it doesn't have to be that way. So I say this to say that you should be in a state of wonder, you know, and that's the perfect state to be in. The absolutely perfect state to be in. Because you being in a state of wonder, you're just like, oh, I wonder where this is going to take me. I wonder where this is going to take me. You have no identification to what happens, whatever happens at the end of that road. You don't have anything. It's just more so, I wonder where it was going to take me. The divine took me on that path and I saw where it took me. I didn't necessarily like where it took me, but I'm glad it took me here so I can know that I didn't like it. Then if if it's a good outcome, you're like, oh yeah, I want more of these experiences. I want more of these roads to look like this, you know? Because I went down this path that showed me that roads can look like this. So it's all about, like, it's all a learned kind of thing. Like, you take emotion out of it and you're just like, I'm here for an experience. If you accept that you're here for an experience, you won't allow, the negative experiences to take a toll on you and think that, oh, all experiences will turn negative. No. You'll be in a state of wonder. All right, and now let's see. Let's see what the tarot. Let's see what comes up. All right, Spirit. What do my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? All right, Spirit. What do my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? Let me get one more. This is at the bottom of the deck. All right, let's see. All right, so let's start off with these 3 cards. So we have the 5 of Pentacles, the 3 of Swords in reverse, and the 2 of Wands, okay? Starting off with the 5 of Pentacles. So as you can see, she's literally stressed and depressed. Like I said, being in a state of lack, in a state of victim mentality, in a state of, this world is too hard to be in, like every time I come out and I try or I pour my energy into something else, it fails me. I'm in a world where everyone is out to get me. This is that state. This is the state of 5 of Pentacles. And she's not realizing Like, she's looking down. She's like in a state of depression, but she's not realizing that she actually have pentacles. And that's how you can see with the Five of Pentacles. She doesn't even want to see. She's just like, I only see the world as I perceive it. Like I said, everything is as you've created. She created a world where she only sees herself as the victim, as she has to go through trials and tribulations in order for her to get her pentacles. She sees that world as such. And so that's how it will be. So if you're currently in this mentality where I have to go through pain, I have to go through trials, I have to go through tribulations in order for me to receive my pentacles, then that is exactly how your life will be, because you are the creator of your reality. You will create a reality where you literally have to fight tooth and nail every waking moment of your day in order to receive your pentacles. And with this Three of Swords coming in, I'm glad that the Three of Swords came out in reverse, because the three of Swords in the upright position is literally heartbreak. That will tie into the Five of Pentacles. So it's telling me that you've no longer operating in this victim mentality. You've understand how you are the one that you create your reality. Knowing that, you will know that with this Three of Swords kind of energy, you know that being heartbroken over whatever outcome happened, you know, this person broke up with me, this person cheated on me, this person did this, that, and the third. It was essentially the reality that you created yourself. So the person that did this, the person that cheated on you, the person that did all these things to you were simply a character playing a role in your play. You feel me? So with the Three of Swords in reverse is you actually understanding that you were the one that created this. You poured so much into somebody else that you forgot about yourself, that the divine had to step in, which is literally your higher self. You putting a lesson on you had to step in and make this person cheat on you, make this person cause you harm, make this person do all these things because of how you are operating. You are forgetting yourself. Look at her clothes. It's all torn out. The clothes is just, you know, she's in rags right now because she stopped pouring into herself. So that's why this had to happen. So now with the Three of Swords in reverse, you're understanding how the world works, how the universe works. You understanding that, you're able to see what no longer serves you anymore. You're able to see that the life that I created, I no longer want to be living this life anymore. I have wonder. I'm in a state of wonder, and I wonder how it is over there on that side. I want to go towards the light. I wonder where that is going to take me. I see where this has taken me, and I don't want to live in a state of Five of Pentacles anymore. I don't want to live in a state of victim mentality. I want to leave this behind. I want to see where that is going to take me now. So now if you're telling yourself that, like, you're ready to see where this is going to take you, I want to see if the grass is greener on the other end. We'll be able to see now. So leaving that behind, and you're moving towards the Page of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. The Page of Wands, look at her. She realized her leaving this behind, leaving these, you know, kind of energies behind, stepping into her power, stepping into her self-expression, her embodiment of self. She's able to create a reality where she's living in bliss. She's living in abundance. She's living in joy. She's living in happiness with this Page of Wands. And with the Knight of Pentacles, as she's living in this embodiment of herself or his self, take the roles, switch the roles as it resonates. You're living in this state of bliss. You're living in this state of joy. You're also planting these seeds wherever you go, because you're seeing You first you wondered how where it will take you. You was in a state of wonder. Now you're seeing how much all of these things are bringing you joy. And now you want to place more seeds, telling the universe, like, yes, more of this, please. So I'm placing seeds in the ground with the Nine of Pentacles. I'm placing seeds in the ground. Like, yeah, I'm looking at all of these things and I'm loving what I'm seeing and I want to see more of these things. So I'm planting the seeds for this to be my reality, for more of these things to become my reality. And that's what is coming in right now. That is what is coming in. And with the overall energy being the Ace of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles, you've learned how you are the creator of your reality. You have the power. You have the power to envision a reality where you are bringing in abundance. You don't have to go through abundance. You don't have to get to abundance through working blood, sweat, and tears, through working jobs that no longer serve you, through by being with people that no longer serve you, by being with people that don't pour into you. You understand this. Now you're creating a reality that fits you best. And you're knowing with the Ten of Swords that you can easily let all this shit go. You can leave all of this shit behind and go towards your fulfillment. Before, she was just like, I'm stuck, with the Five of Swords. She's like, I'm stuck. I don't know where to go. But you do know where to go. If you are feeling like you're stuck, that's an illusion that you created. That's an illusion of handcuffs that you put on yourself, not nobody else. You're not stuck by the Matrix. You're not stuck by these, these outside people. No. You created a reality where you were stuck. By you understanding this with the Ace of Swords and you walking away with the Ten of Swords, that leads you to the Queen of Pentacles. You have everything you need. You have your abundance. You're sitting pretty. Literally, it goes back to no need to do. I'm sitting pretty. Everything I desire desires me. And everything I want, the universe will conspire to get me all the things that I want. All the things that I desire. So I don't have to fight tooth and nails in order to get that. I'm allowing the universe, the divine, to bring me all the things I desire and more. I'm surrendering to the divine. I'm surrendering and allowing the divine to place me wherever, at the right place, at the right time. And that's what will be. But yeah, if you do have any questions, go ahead and think of that question for the divine, all right? For your spirit, for your angels, for your spirit guides, for your angels. Go ahead and think of whatever question you may have right now at this moment. And we're going to go ahead and see what your angels and your spirit guides say. All right, so go ahead and think of whatever question you may have. All right, Spirit, what do my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? What do my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? All right, Spirit. Come on, let me get one more, Spirit. One more, Spirit. All right. The first card that came out literally says, No need to worry. And I'm going to read the card for this because this is literally all I've been saying. Surrender to the universe. Surrender to the divine. Everything will work out. If you know that in your heart, you do not need to worry about nothing. You do not need to be worrying about the tower falling. You do not need to be worrying about all these people leaving. You do not need to be worrying about, whatever that's going on the outside in this 3D. No need to worry. And then the next card that came out is meditation brings answers. I'm telling you, listen, if you do have any questions for your angels, your spirit guides about whatever, meditation brings answers. Sit with yourself. Go into a quiet space, your own safe haven. Sit with yourself and meditate on whatever, whether that's love, whether that's career, whatever the case may be. And that answer will pop up. The universe will answer whatever question you may have. It's up to you to sit down and actually be intentional about the things that you want to know, the question that you want to know about. And a lot of times we be intentional and we don't like the answer that's being revealed to us. So we just like, oh no, you don't listen. So it's like, what's the point? It's just a back and forth. You ask the divine to answer your question, and then you don't do anything with the answer that they give you. So it's like, what's the point? All right, but let's see what no need to worry, because I feel like somebody needs to hear the message that comes out. All right, so it says, your worries and concerns regarding your question are unnecessary. Your angels have the situation well in hand, and everything is going to turn out perfectly. Obsessing over this subject isn't helpful. The energy of fear and worry only slows the eventual manifesting of your desires. Visualize loving and happy outcomes and keep your thoughts positive. Very soon, you will wonder why you were worrying about this at all. That's what I'm saying, y'all. Because there's no need to worry. During this time, if the tower is falling, allow it to fall. It's okay. You will be okay. There's no need to worry. All right, but that is all I have for you guys today. If this message resonates, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And also share to anybody you feel may need to hear this message right now. I will see you guys next time. Y'all stay flowing, glowing, and growing. Bye.